live explainer on the polls, since you've kind of brought that up already, and then I'm really keen to hear what Grant was saying in the green room. So the polls are one of the ways that we track public sentiment, but so Edmund Coleman and Neve Sutton are going to explain how the polls have looked throughout the year.
Cheers, Maddie and Ruth. I'm Edmund Coleman.
And I'm Neve Sutton. We'll be taking you through the polls, tracking the big moments in the campaign, and taking a look at where the polls currently sit.
Just behind us is the tale of two polls. Newspoll, yellow, conducted for The Australian, and Resolve, purple, conducted for The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald.
When Prime Minister Anthony Albanese announced the wording of the question in March, there was a strong support for the yes vote. This is also when the wording became settled, and pollsters were able to ask people the very same question that will be put to them in the polling booth. Opposition leader Peter Dutton's announcement in April said that the Liberals will be taking an official no stance, which triggered a dramatic drop in the polls.
In June, Indigenous Federal Senator Lydia Thorpe announced she would be actively campaigning for the no vote, marking the convergence of the Conservative no and the Progressive no. The next wave of polls saw support for yes slip below 50% nationally. When the date of the referendum was announced in August, the Resolve poll sat at 46% and Newspoll at 42%.
To pass, the referendum requires a majority yes vote nationwide and in at least 4 states. According to the latest Resolve poll, New South Wales is sitting at 48% yes and Victoria is at 46%. South Australia is at 44% and Tasmania at 56% for the yes vote. Western Australia and Queensland are behind at 39% and 36%.
So today, where's the referendum at? For the yes campaign to win, it would have to mean a fairly massive error in the polling, 3 times larger than that of the 2019 election. That again was Scott Morrison's so-called miracle win against the widely favoured Bill Shorten. But it has to be said that referendum polls differ from election polls. In referendums, voters are traditionally less influenced by entrenched political persuasions. And in a country known for its yeah-nahs and nah-yes, many Australians are still unsure of how they'll vote. Across the nation, between 7 and 14% of the population still remain undecided. That's certainly enough to swing the result. The question is, will it?
That's all from us. I'm Neve Sutton.
And I'm Edmund Coleman. Back to you, Maddie and Ruth.
Thanks, Edmund and Neve. So let's bring it back to the panel. Grant, you have some pretty